Hi, my loves. Welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I'm Star. The message I heard is wait, hold on. Let me go back to it. Something said or done with innocent intent was taken out of context and used against you. The scripture comes from Proverbs 1 and 15. My son, do not go along with them. Do not set foot on their paths, for their feet rush into evil. They are swift to shed blood. How useless to spread a net where every bird can see it. These men lie in wait for their own bud. They ambush only themselves. Such are the paths of all who go after ill-gotten gain. It takes away the life of those who get it. So here's what God is saying. For whoever this is for, when you give, okay, when you give to someone and and they basically don't accept it, like they don't. Somebody set out a net. So this net, it like I just feel like whatever this is like someone basically was expecting you to do something. There was someone that was expecting something to happen, and for some of you this was a trap that was set for you specifically. And for some of you it was a trap that was set for not just you, but it, like it says, uh how useless to spread a net where every bird can see it. So it could be a situation where someone just spread a net and it's a huge net and they just waiting to see what's gonna fall into the net, what's gonna fall into the trap. Somebody set out a trap. And the trap, like whatever it is, it's kind of like you basically did something out of the kindness of your heart. Out of the kindness of your heart. And this is giving me reminiscence. I'm being reminded of how my ex used to warn me that sometimes when people would come up to me and ask me for a few dollars they needed, or they would ask me for this, that, and the third, when we would go to the store, sometimes I have to be careful because, I have to be careful about it because some of them will actually have money and they don't really need it, but they're just coming to me because they would prefer to spend my money. You know what I'm saying? And this is somebody that did something like that. Like they came up to you saying that they needed money for something, or they came up to you asking for something, asking if you could do something specifically. And it's just like you helped them. And because what you were able to use to help them, what you had to help them wasn't as much as they were expecting. They were expecting you to like drop way more than that. And it's kind of like you can't give what you don't have. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like this is somebody that they set out this net for you, okay, for you to come and give them a certain amount of money. And because you didn't have that amount, now they want to talk down and they want to say all these bad things about you. And it's kind of like you're like, well, hey, I was helping you. Like every bit helps. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like this is like somebody that lets people know that they need help with something that they have going on. And people just, they just help what they can. You know what I'm saying? Like you call a family member and say, that this is going on. Maybe, you know what I'm saying, my car broke down. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Or you call somebody and you say, can you let me hold this, that, and the third? And they say, well, I don't have that, but I have this. It's like you closer to your goal. You know what I'm saying? You can't give something you don't have. Um, Whoever this person is, you gave them what you could. You helped the way that you could. You helped the way that you could. You did all that you could do. You know what I'm saying? And when it come down to it, they got mad because you weren't able to give more than that. They got upset and they were offended and they felt as though, how dare you? This is like you buy somebody a gift and you can't afford to go and spend, 300, 400, $500. Some people can. Some people got it like that. Some people are balling and they can go and spend $1,000 and up on a gift. I didn't see some people, especially in a luxury community where they parents be buying them Louis Vuitton and Chanel and Dior, and I be like, oh, okay, your parents balling, okay? But in reality, everybody ain't got it like that. And I just feel like this is like God is basically saying you can't hold that against somebody just because they can't afford to get you what you thought they were gonna give. You know what I'm saying? You can't get mad at someone because they can't afford what you were thinking. And y'all already know this is why when I write books, like the books that I have written that I have on my website, they free. And they free for a reason. God put it on my heart for them to be free. Like, why would I charge? And I know that there are some people that still need this information, but they can't afford to buy it. They can't afford it. And I want everybody to be able to read it. And if you can't afford it, you could donate. If you feel like it, if it's on your heart, if God leads you to do that. And it's not even a situation where you got to donate a certain amount. And I just feel like this is a situation where somebody, out of the kindness of your heart, you help somebody out. Out of the kindness of your heart, you know what I'm saying? You went the extra mile for somebody, and that's what you had, and you helped them. And instead of them being grateful that you helped them, they turned around and started talking down on you. And like, I just feel like that's somebody that, like, they started talking down on you, or they started looking at you sideways, or they started feeling some kind of way about you. They took it the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? And it could be a situation where they really didn't need it. They may even look at what you gave them and be like, I don't even need this. Is not what I was looking for. I was looking for dot 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 dot. This is somebody that may have more money than you. And I've seen it with my own eyes how people would do this. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I couldn't. I just couldn't. You know what I'm saying? I'm the kind of person, honestly, if it's a situation where I need help, I literally feel embarrassed to even ask. You know what I'm saying? I feel embarrassed to ask somebody to help me out with my bills, or to help me out with this, or to help me out with that. I just try to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? And it's sometimes when people will peep and they'll help me out. Like, I remember times when I was staying in Jamaica where I did not eat for days. And my neighbors, because we literally lived in the same house, noticed that we were not eating that day, and we didn't eat yesterday, and they would bring us something to eat. But like, sometimes it's, and sometimes it's pride. And that's real. But at the same time, I just feel like this is somebody that they asked, knowing that they had. And after asking, knowing that they didn't really need nothing, but they got mad when someone gave what you had to them. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you gave it out of the kindness of your heart. God said that was a test. And it wasn't a test. It was not only a test for you to see how you trust God, because you probably was like, but this is all I got. This my last $20. Remind of the song, my last $2. Okay, it's my last 20. It's my last hot 20. It's my last 50. This is my last few bucks. And God was like, go ahead. God said he gonna get that back to you. It's gonna come back to you. But when it come down to it, God is looking at how this person was, how they received it. Whatever it is that you gave them, it's still a blessing. It's still more than what they had. Even if they did have way more than what you gave them, it's still more than what they had in the first place. But God said, such are the paths of all who go after ill-gotten gain. It takes away the life of those who get it. God said this is something that they put a curse on themselves. They can't put a curse on you for you giving to them, for you being nice to them, for you being kind to them, for you doing something out of the kindness of your heart. It's not a situation where, like, you don't look bad for being nice. You know what I'm saying? And that's literally the message. Like, for whoever this is for, this is somebody that's trying to say, and they gave me a cheap gift, or they ain't really give me nothing, and they ain't really try to help me out, and they ain't really do this, that, and the third. But you tried, but you did. But you did though. But you did though. And you gave what you had. You know what I'm saying? Even if it is a cheap gift, even if you went and you got them something and it was on sale, that's what you had. Maybe you ain't have money to get it for them regular price. And what difference does it make if you got it during the sale or if you got it when it was regular price anyway? None. But this is somebody, they took offense to the fact of how much you spent. And they took offense to the fact of how dare you give them this little amount. Or you did this, that, and baby, God said don't pay no attention to them. You carry on doing what God leads you to do. It's no offense on your part. It's not a situation where God is going to punish you for doing something out of the kindness of your heart. But God is going to get on this person who had the audacity to get upset because you gave them a gift, but you didn't give them the gift they wanted. And in reality, they can afford to get the gift they want if they want to. And that's really the thing. You know what I'm saying? When you give to somebody, you just give what you give. You give what you can. And I just feel like it's not a situation where, it's not a situation where um this is somebody that is trying to take this and run with. They want to make fun of you. They want to try to drag you. They want to try to joke about it. God say the joke is on them. Because how do they even feel that they look? Like, how could you possibly position yourself to where you think, oh, they ain't really give me nothing. They ain't really, like, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, like, who are you? That you think that like somebody should give you what they don't have. Like you expecting somebody to take out a loan to give to you a gift? Somebody that's being nice? You know what I'm saying? And anytime somebody give me something, I'm grateful. It don't matter what it is. You know what I'm saying? Even if you know what I'm saying? Even if it's a situation where it's something I don't like, you know what I'm saying? I'm still going to say thank you. You know, like, and I've received some gifts that I didn't like, and I still found a way to use them for whatever reason. I still found a way to use them. It's something, like, they can be used for something. It's not a situation where I'm just going to down talk the person and make them feel bad and make them feel guilty because who do they think they are to give me this? I don't understand why they would do something like that. God say that is not an offense against you. It is an offense against them. It's an offense against them. You did what you could. You did what you could. You did what you could. And they out of line and out of order. And and that's the message. That's the message. They wrong for that. Because it's like you cannot give what you don't have. You can't buy them something that you can't afford. What are they expecting you to go to the store and steal it and go to jail just so you can get them a nice gift? Like, that's crazy. Like, no, no. That's the message. That's the message. God said that feet rush into evil. They are swift to shed blood. This is somebody that want to attack you. There's somebody that might even want to fight you because how dare you not give them what they thought you would? And how dare you not do this, that, and the third? And it could be a situation where somebody see you and maybe you got a nice purse or maybe you got some nice shoes. Maybe you drive a nice car. You live in a nice house. You saved up for those things. Like, you literally could just be the kind of person, you know how to save your money, you know how to stack your money, and when you see something that you want, you say, okay, I'm gonna put this back so I can go ahead and eventually in 3 months and 6 months I'm gonna be able to get that. And anyways, why should somebody be expecting that you gonna spend the kind of money you spend on yourself on them? That's not right. And like I said, some people got it like that. Some people got it like that. It's some people that's balling. You know what I'm saying? And when they balling, they balling. And when they want to give a gift, they give a nice gift. And it ain't nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, it's wrong when somebody cannot afford to give you what you are expecting and you get upset and you want to down talk them, you want to downplay them, and you want to act like, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. And be happy that's like, God said don't do that. Don't do that. Ain't right. That's the message. That is the message. That is the message. That is the message. God say this person they have cast a net to trap you, but they are the ones that are going to fall in it because, out of line and out of order. God say you should just be appreciative. Whew, that's the message. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Deuces.